In an article of the Journal of Advertising, Weinberger and Sparks compare the use of humor in television ads in the United States and in the United Kingdom. Suppose that independent random samples of television ads are taken in the two countries. A random sample of 400 television ads in the United States reveals that 142 use humor, while a random sample of 500 television ads in the United Kingdom reveals that 122 use humor. Calculate a 95% confidence interval for the difference between the proportion of UK ads using humor and proportion of US ads using humor, and interpret this interval. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is define what I'm calling population 1, and that is TV ads in the US, and population 2, TV ads in the UK. I'm going to measure on that, or what my population parameter is, population proportion, of TV ads in the US that use humor, and the population proportion P2 of TV ads in the UK that use humor. And I'm going to compare these by taking P1 and subtract P2. Now it says that two samples were collected. P1 bar, that would be my sample taken from the TV ads in the United States. Turned out that 142 of 400 used humor, which is roughly about 35.5%. And then out of the population of TV ads in the United Kingdom, 500 were selected for the sample, and 122 used humor. So that would be 24.4%. And P1 bar subtract P2 bar is an estimate of P1 minus P2. And we want to build a 95% confidence interval. Okay, putting values into this formula, I have 0.355 subtract 0.244, and proportions are always standard normal. With 95% confidence interval, my z-value here is 1.96. And then I have my sample percentage for population 1 as 0.355, multiplied by the complement of that, and divided by the sample size, and doing the same for the second population. So I'd have 0.244 times the complement divided by 500. Notice the sum of those two calculations are all under the radical sign. So taking the next step, my estimate of the difference is 0.111, and my standard error after calculating that square root is 0.0307. So that gives me my margin of error at 0.060172, and then a confidence interval 0.051 to 0.171. Now, just to stop for a moment, it appears that there is a 11.1% difference between the percentage of TV ads in the United States using humor and that of the United Kingdom. This 11.1% could be off as much as approximately 6% margin of error. In other words, the real difference in percentages is somewhere between 5 and 17%. So I could say I have 95% confidence that the difference in the population percentages for the use of humor is somewhere between 5% and 17%. Now, further comment here, because the confidence interval is both positive values, under 95% confidence, I'm saying that the difference in the humor between the two countries in the television ads is somewhere between 5 and 17%, meaning that the population 1 percentage is going to be higher. I subtracted the U.S. subtract the United Kingdom, so I have a 95% confidence that that difference is positive, meaning the percentage of humor used in TV ads in the United States is larger. So if I would run a hypothesis test comparing these two percentages, I should get statistical proof that there is a difference, and proof that the United States actually uses more humor in TV ads than the United Kingdom.